Hey guys, it's your boy Desmond with the Lens. I'm here today to give 5 tips to engage couples. So it doesn't matter whether you're recently engaged or you've been engaged for about a year and your wedding's coming around the corner in about a year or so. Now, I am a wedding photographer. I've done weddings for about 7 years now. So here are some of my images. So I have gone through the ringer. I've had all types of weddings. I've seen great weddings. I've seen horrible weddings. I have done them all, and I'm here to try to make your life a lot easier, give you insight that you probably didn't really think about. And if at the end of the day you decide you want to book me, you can always go to my website. It should be down in the description. Shameless plugging myself, yes. Now, congratulations. You just got engaged and you're trying to figure out what are your next steps. I'm here to help. I'm here to make your life a lot easier because planning a wedding is stressful and it's hard. Number one, as soon as you can, hire a wedding planner. Do not plan things out just by yourself. Wedding planners have experience in this field. They can help you avoid a lot of the pitfalls that you'll fall into doing everything yourself. If you cannot afford a wedding planner, at least have a day of coordinator because you do not want to be in charge of running your wedding the day of. So many moving parts, so little time, that if anything gets delayed and you are in charge, there's nothing you can really do about it. You have to lean on other vendors, and most of those vendors don't know what your day is supposed to be at. They're just there to do their specific job, whether it's a photographer, whether it's the cook, whether it's the venue itself. They're not in charge of your wedding. You should have someone designated to be in charge of your wedding. And if you can't afford a day of coordinator or a wedding planner, have someone that you know personally that is strict and that is focused and that is mean. They will keep everything on a nice timeline and make sure that everything is moving fluid. Number two, make sure you book your photographer early. And I'm not saying this because I'm a photographer, I want you to book me early for no reason. No, we want to make sure that you know your photographer personally. The more that you know your photographer, the more you're comfortable you feel with them, the better your images will come out. Because it's less of a person just showing up with a big camera, shoving it in your face, and you're trying to act natural. Versus someone that you've known, you've met, you've talked to, you've seen in person, you've done your engagement shoot. Like, these are things that help make your wedding photos so much better. That's why most photographers like myself, you have to have an engagement session with us. We need to get to know you. What's your good side? What's your bad side? What's funny? How to make you laugh? Like, we need those kind of things in order to make sure that on your wedding day, you do not come out stiff. All right, number three, do not settle on your venue, settle on the date. Now, I know for a fact you have that one date where I gotta have it on this date. We met each other, we love each other, this is our day. However, that day, you can do a lot of things with in the future. Right now, in the present, you need to make sure whatever venue that you're booking, you are completely happy with and satisfied with. You need to be able to imagine your wedding both outside and inside because you do not know what's going to happen weather-wise. You could book a venue for outside, get there, then day of, it just starts pouring raining, or you could book it for inside and outside it's a beautiful day. You need to make sure that your venue has both. You need to book the venue for the entire day, not just half of the day. The entire day. Trust me, it's worth the money and it'll save you a lot of headache. As long as one person's getting ready there, one person's getting ready at a nearby hotel, if you guys want to have everyone separate, this will save you a lot of time and effort. And it'll make the day so much smoother. You don't have to worry about someone not showing up late, things like that. Trust me, you're going to want to go this route. Do not cheap out on the venue. If you cannot find the venue for the day of that you want to, and you're gung-ho on that date, buy it from whoever else bought it. Because if there's a high chance that if you come and say, hey, listen, I know you paid $5,000 for this venue. However, I really need this spot, so I'm willing to give you $7,000 or $8,000 to take your date. Most people will take that, go to some other venue, and just be happy with something else because now they just got extra money. So that's always an option if you are like solid on this date. But trust me, settle on the date, not the venue. So a year, 3 months, and 1 month away from your wedding date, sit down with your day of coordinator or your wedding planner and your photographer. Make sure that both of their schedules align perfectly, because there's nothing worse than a photographer thinking he has an hour when in reality he only gets 30 or 45 minutes. It's our job to make sure we give you beautiful images and everything that we promise to deliver. It's the wedding planner's job to make sure that your day goes smoothly, on time, without any hiccups. As long as all three of us are in constant contact, this day will go by so much better versus just showing up or hiring a photographer. They just show up the day of, not talking to anybody. He's going to step on their toes, they're going to step on his toes, and someone's not going to be happy. And all depending on how it goes, you could end up resulting like not having a good day or not having good photos, or missing out on some photos that you thought that you really wanted. Number 5, hire 2 makeup artists. Now, all depending on what size wedding you have, anything over 5 people, hire 2 makeup artists. And this is because it takes about an hour to an hour and a half per person per face. Meaning, if you have 5 people, that right there is what? 1.5, so 3, 6, 7.5 hours for just the 5 people. That's just outrageous. Like, that means everyone has to get up 6 a.m. to get their makeup done. Your wedding's not till noon, meaning now they have to make sure they don't get anything wrong with their makeup, make sure they eat a certain way, make sure they don't hug nobody incorrectly, they don't sweat. Like, it's just a lot. You're gonna want to trust me. If you cannot afford it, make sure you plan out a budget. I don't care if you gotta ask your friend, your mother, somebody. Or maybe you just hire a cheaper makeup artist for those that are in the wedding party, but not as important. No shade to however you're gonna have your wedding party set up, but the bride and the maid of honor, they have to have the best looking makeup. Everyone else are bridesmaids. They need to have good makeup on, but maybe not an hour and a half time.